All right. So over the past few weeks, I think we've seen a lot of undrafted players really shine a lot in the league, and I just wanted to talk about a few of them this episode, and a few of them, and one of the most interesting things about them is the fact that these players are performing really well on not bad teams, but on teams that are really competing this year. And so that has just like impressed me more about how these players have taken their opportunity. And so I just want to start off with the main guy who I feel like is the poster child for this, but that's Denise Jenkins. Or for me, he's the first like undrafted player who I was like first keen to basically, because when Cade was out, he really came in and really started, and he's been hooping over these past couple of games, and I've really enjoyed just watching him like grow as that and just be that like playmaker, being a ball handler, secure ball handler so early, and really just take over that point guard role for the team. And still, even when Cade came back, he was still able to perform and play next to him, which was really, really good to see. And so I'm just really excited to see where this team goes with him. In the past couple of games, he's coming off a 14-7 game against the Hawks. Before that, he had given you 26-8 against the Pacers, 19-8 against the 76ers, 18-12 against the Bulls, 24-13, 24-3 against the Wizards. So like we're seeing like, okay, this guy's like putting it together really quickly, and he's doing really well to just like implant himself in that team, in that guard role. And remember that one of the biggest needs of the Pistons is literally just a playmaker beside Cade, someone who can play alongside him, someone who can take that offensive load away from him. And right now, with also how he's shooting as well, he could very well be that guy. And man, literally snatching that chain. And then, next person, more recently, or to me I should say, is the San Antonio Spurs and David Garcia Jones. Bro, instantly, this guy just leaps at you. One of the most interesting things is that for someone who was an undrafted free agent, the confidence that he plays with, Miss Johnson said that he plays with a fearlessness, and that is literally so evident. The way that he plays, the way that he approaches the game, the poise that he has is so cool to see. I think that David Garcia Johnson, imagine 12 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals against the Hawks. Solid game. I think that if he can continue to just build on this, he will definitely, when everyone comes back, obviously, he's definitely going to be demanding minutes. And the way that he plays defensively, that could lead him to playing alongside so many different options on times if they want to go small, if they want to go fast. You have with Wemby, I think you have so many options to play, maybe shorter players because you have that 7'3" length. So it's like, bro, this is such a cool team to see. It's such a cool team to watch and to even enjoy. I think the thing about him is like his defensive tenacity is going to help win a lot of games for this team, especially because of teams like the Spurs. When you have such a squad and you have such a team, a lot of the times you're going to be having to win on the margins. And people like David Garcia Jones, who have that hunger, who have that willingness to like defend at all levels. What did he get? 4 steals, 3 steals, and still like have, bro. There was a possession where he literally like covered. I think it might have been Nikhil or someone. He covered him, bro. And so you having those moments in a game just give me so much confidence in David Garcia Jones as a defensive stop and a POA defender on this team. And that leads me perfectly into the next player on the Cleveland Cavaliers, which is Naquan Tomlin. A few weeks back, I said that the Cleveland Cavaliers need to trade for Dylan Brooks. And with Naquan Tomlin playing, he has literally stolen the show. He has come in and played with like this edge that no one else plays with on this team. This edge, this like oh my days, what is he gonna do? He's like a maverick on this team, where his temperament and his personality meshes so well with his play style and the energy that he brings and the momentum shifting plays that he makes. And like he's like the guy that the Cleveland Cavaliers need to kind of like break through that glass ceiling that they're experiencing right now, where I feel like they have such a good floor, but they just need that energy that I feel like they lack to get to that next level. And people like Naquan Smith have that. They bring that fire to this team, and I'm so impressed by how he has quickly won the trust of Kenny Atkinson, and just allowing himself to shine in that role, honestly. And one of the biggest highlight for me was during that Houston Rockets game when he was part of that dog squad, honestly, where it was him, it was Lonzo, it was Dean Wade, it was Craig Porter Jr., and it was Jared Allen in that third to fourth quarter against the Rockets. And they literally energized the crowd, where for between the third and fourth quarter they started making plays, making steals, disrupting plays, just slowing the game down and making plays on the other end, where it got like a 5-point, 9-point game, and the crowd started getting into it. And that's a big part of who Naquan Tomlin is, where he's the guy who you can quickly latch onto with his energy, and he's going to take you out for the ride. And I love that. I love those type of plays. Those type of plays are really, really needed on championship squads, honestly. And then the next player I have is on the Dallas Mavericks, and that's Moussa Cisse. Moussa Cisse is a center, and one of the most impressive things about him is that even having a squad with Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively, who are obviously dealing with injuries and everything, he stands out. His skill, his talent, his effort, it really stands out. The way that this is a team which obviously is coming off the Nico Harrison thing, but you can see that with Cisse they have such a gem there, where if they decide to move any of the centers, power forwards, you have such an ace up your cards with him, because he can rim protect, he can run, he's a rim runner. He can play, he can screen for people, he can make plays around the rim. Right now, I think the last game he had 4 blocks. He's such a good, he has that feel to it. I read on, I think it was No Dunks, where he had like a high block rate in college or somewhere. So this is like his game. Like his game is perfectly defined for the NBA, for an NBA team, and for a team which has like really good defensive chops. This type of player is going to thrive there. Right now he's averaging 4 points, but I think there's so much there that you can see that he can clearly outplay that more. So I'm really impressed to see that. And then very, very cool. It just gives this team another player to just continue to develop, continue to grow, and see what happens, honestly. And then finally, the Denver Nuggets. I said, you know what a team can never get enough of? POA defenders, point of attack defenders. Any team in the league, if you tell them at any point of the season, do you want someone who's a certified defender, defensive stop, they will say yes. And Spencer Jones is that for this Denver Nuggets team. This guy has, that he had against the Clippers. I can't remember what game it was. I think it might have been against the Clippers, or it might have been the Timberwolves. Between those two games, might have been both actually, with how good he's playing. But Spencer Jones did such a good job on either James Harden or Anthony Edwards, and he did it. And his ability to stay close to these guards, who are not slow, by the way, his ability to stay close to the guards, his ability to actually cover them so well, and to navigate screens, and to literally like to make those few plays where you can take the lead guards out of the plays for even a few seconds. Those small plays, those margin plays, are the ones which win games for teams like the Nuggets. Because this team is not, regular season doesn't matter to this team. Postseason, when you're facing Shea, when you're facing, who else is there, Steph, those type of Luka, all of those seconds that you can get, where you can just slow them down for a bit, those are the plays that Spencer Jones can make. And it's so nice to see him have like building up this skill right now. And man, it's very impressive to see, man. Those 2 stops a night, that's the difference between winning and losing for teams like the Nuggets, man. And again, one of the coolest nicknames, I sort of read it, Spencer, your possession ends here, Jones. Literally, that's such an incredible nickname. It's so fitting. So yeah, man, it's been really cool. Those are the 5 players who I've been really impressed by. All of them are undrafted free agents, being 2025 and 2024. Oh, I hope so. Those either this year or last year. Really, really cool to see. Really, really cool. And that's not even to speak about like Alex Caruso, Austin Reeves, Lou Dort. Who else is there? Like all of these, there's so many. Like all of these guys are shining across the league, and it's just really cool to see, man. It's very nice to see them continue to snatch chains and catch those standard contracts, man. Very cool to see. Very cool to see.